And chat, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. And we're missing somebody today. Teddy's not going to be with us today. He's got something to do. I don't know what. But he told me he wouldn't be joining us. Well, that's a higher queue than I usually see. $266 fates to go? How many fates do you need for whatever achievement that is? Is that an achievement you're going for? It's a progression thing for shops. Huh. Well, that'll be annoying to grind when I get there. The thing that starts in Shadowbringers. Special fate currency called bicolor gems. Ooh. Damn. Well, 1800 isn't bad. Let's try for 1, 2, 3. Nope. Try for 1, 2, 3. Nope. Alright. I've done my level 40 Black Mage quest, I believe. Oh, what's this for? That's IGU, right? Oh, it was a fashion report. Alright. First. I didn't equip these last time. Alright, let's equip those. Let's update my gear set. Shoot. Gaskins and Falconer's boots. Alright, let's talk to Redolent Rose. Who is this way, I think? Ah, there he is. Da 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 da. Definitely not the same guy wearing a mask, yeah. Do you want this gear back, IGU? can't give it back binds. Right. Now the boutique totally unlocked next to him. 10,000. Nice. 50,000. Nice. Alright, so I now have the boutique fully unlocked. Boutique needs a certain amount of cumulative points. Die. Oh, an equestrian roll. I already have it. I already have that as well. Alright. Have I not used them yet? Alright, cool. Well, that's 60,000 MGP. Awesome. Alright, use some herring to lure out the Nyx. Buy Costa del Sol. Alright. Well, let's go do that. I'm almost out of Aetheryte tickets. Weeks after I got my set. Now let's get the right minion of light. There we go. Do I have to go up? I think I have to go up. No? Yes. All right, voice chat. Hello.
Hello, hello.
How's it going, dude?
All right, I'm just doing a quick leap of faith before I join you at Costa.
I have gotten the Chocobo Keep here. Good.
Aminda.
Hello.
Oh, hey, dude.
There is a Winnie the Pooh cosplayer in Leap of Faith right now.
Nice.
Except with a pig's head instead of a bear's head.
No, it's down. I guess it's out there? Just wait for myself to heal.
Leap of Faith's done.
Oh, it's a giant toad.
Also need to do a fish.
Right. Deliver the leg to Weisscat. I suppose I'll help you out since you helped me out.
Arriving just in time, big damn hero style.
Huh. Yeah, we should party up.
Do that.
Oh, I forgot to get my chocobo back from our house. I'll go get that after I turn this in.
Yeah, sounds like
And pick up the next quest.
Didn't realise you didn't have a mount, otherwise would he have given you a lift?
Well, did you deal with the Knicks? Lest you think me overly cautious for testing you in this way, you should know that we had an incident not long ago. A foolish young employee was dismissed for lying about his past. He claimed to have served in the company of heroes, but I knew for a fact he did not. Anyway, now that the pointless busy work is finished, I shall give you a challenge as befits your talents.
I don't know what to do that might be.
Two highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Costa del Sol in the near future. Master Gegaruju wishes to welcome them with an elaborate banquet. But, well, money is no object. Not everything Master Gegaruju desires can be so easily purchased. It is to be an extremely exotic feast. And so, Lore, your mission is to seek out and obtain the rare ingredients our chef requires. Naturally, such fine dining must be accompanied with a suitable wine. And by suitable, I mean the very best there is. That, however, can wait for the time being, as I believe you have enough on your plate as it is. It will be a long and arduous journey, but you need not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who once served under my command still live, and they will guide you in your quest. For the first ingredient, I would have you travel to the South Shroud and speak with Landonel at Camp Tranquil. Camp Tranquil. What? Do you mean to tell me you cannot afford to waste time as your associate did? Adventurer, if you have not the endurance to complete this mission, how do you expect me to believe you can outlast the Lord of Crags? Either do it or don't. I have work to do. Alright, fetch quest it is, I guess. Teleport home.
Yeah, this is kind of considered to be the worst part of Reborn.
Hi, Laura. Are you enjoying the pointless busy work?
Oh, hey, Teddy. You could say enjoyment is a word that could be applied to some things in this game.
Yeah, this is the part of the game where everyone that's getting their friend of the game grits their teeth and is like, I guess we have to get you through this.
Yeah. On the bright side, you get to meet an NPC that Teddy really likes.
Oh, cool.
That's true. You do get to meet her.
You mean I didn't already meet Tracktomb?
Raccoon's great, but there's more of an icon to me.
But I still can't get over the fact that he sent a bloody dick pic.
It is the worst part of ARR. It used to be even worse. So is this one where they cut down a bunch of side quests?
Yeah.
One of the places. There was also just a lot of fat to trim in general. Like, you remember when you had to dump a bucket of water on someone's head? You used to have to do multiple steps to fill the bucket. Or you had to get
Oh yeah,
then
you told me
had to
about
fill
that.
the bucket, and then you had to dump it on him.
All that's missing is having to craft the bucket yourself.
Oh.
Alright,
Holy.
Landonell. Do you require assistance, adventurer? So this is the one who would challenge Titan. I've been expecting you, Lore. How? I just came from across the world. The ingredient you seek is the egg of a giant adamantoise. The method of acquisition should be obvious. You steal it from the beast's nest, of course. Simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in the attempt. Will I help you get it? You amuse me. I will not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. For me, you will receive only information. What you do with it is your choice. Real helpful, thanks. Let me be clear. This business between you, me, and the captain must remain a secret. Why? See, I don't regret my time spent with the company in the slightest. Traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them. It was all jolly good fun. Alas, Gridanians are, by and large, an unforgiving lot. Detto here being a rare exception. I've had to go to great lengths to ensure that I am seen as a model citizen, with no taste for drinking, whoring, gambling, and all those other activities I so dearly miss. Why stay then? So understand that if you ruin my little charade by wagging your tongue, I'll fashion a noose with your entrails and hang you from the nearest heaven's pillar. Well, what are you waiting for? There's a perfectly good adamantoise egg in a nest to the east of here, just ripe for the taking. Not that I expect you to live long enough to claim it. Fuck you. The mother never strays far from the child, and you will surely be attacked the moment you lay hands upon the egg. What's this slow zoom on him? There will be other heroes, Lore. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quest, or your corpse will rot in this swamp. Oh, buddy, you get another thing coming. I almost like Tracktune better. Alright, where the hell am I going? Let's see.
Did he not realise you have the firepower to not only obtain the egg, but cook it as well?
Oh, trial by turtle. Cute.
I figured I'd pop it on the stream while I can, because I'll have to miss the most of it.
Well, it's nice to have you along, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I should summon my Chocobro. Oh, hello, Adamantoise. We're right here, alright. You are staring at your egg. Or not? Do we have to kill it first and then find the egg? Probably. Oh, nope. Danny's going to it. Adamantoise egg. Oh, those are Marlboros over there. You just killed it in one shot? Alright.
Sir, as you showing up.
Alright, I have claimed the egg. Egg. Oh, your landlord's being a dick again? A week later? That sucks. Alright, where'd he go? Aha! Landonell! I thought you might have the good sense to leave this place. By your continued presence, I take it you intend to persevere to the bitter end? Well, I got the egg. Asshole. Such bravery! Such recklessness. That will serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me. I'll see that it gets to the captain. You should make haste to southern Thanalan. In Forgotten Springs, you will find a man named Uod Noon. He will be your next guide. Safe travels, Lore.
Oh, is that Noon like N-U-N-H?
Yep.
Yes.
Breeding male, leader of the
Yeah. The surname that means that he fucks.
Oh, there was this one guy who got really angry at the addition of male Vieira, as well as complained about male Mikote, saying that law-wise they're all passive and non-violent. It's like, no, the law for male Vieira is that they're murder-herbers who barely manage to keep from killing everybody around them long enough to be able to breed, and the Speaker of the Sun Mikote males have to dedicate themselves to the Hunger Games if they ever want to breed.
Some people are so wildly defensive of what they perceive as their own masculinity that anything that they think might be a threat to it, they will jump on before they even think.
Yeah, it's pretty pathetic. Oh man, they're reflooring the walkway outside your apartment. That must be annoying to listen to. Alright, Uod. Stay to your business, adventurer. So this is the one Westskit sent me. I haven't the foggiest what he sees in you. And until I do, you will receive no aid from me. Crit, direct hit rate, determination. I guess I'll take the crit savaging materia.
To be fair, I'm not surprised this guy's marginally annoyed at us showing up, considering we've just shoved 3 chocobos on the desk he's using.
Persistent bugger. Very well, let's have a look at you. You've seen your share of battle, there's no mistaking that, and you did manage to obtain that adamantoise egg. However, that was not more than a display of brute force and blind courage. The Noon I once fought also believed that his strength would save him. He was wrong, and now I am Noon. Many years ago, I joined the company of heroes to hone my skills instead of challenging my predecessor before I was ready. Even when I was young, I understood that victory goes to the patient, the cunning, the pragmatic. That is why I claimed my position, and it is why I still hold it, and it is why I will not help an unproven whelp. The children of the sands do not offer aid to strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. However, if you were recognized as a skilled hunter in your own right, it would be permissible to assist you. Across the desert to the east lies an Amalja encampment. There dwells a warrior renowned both for his strength and his guile. To even face this Amalja in battle, you must first find a way to lure him away from the encampment. This will be your test, to draw out and defeat the veteran. For this, I will offer you no advice, only this worn spear. Why, you ask? You will have to solve that riddle yourself. Now go, slay this old warrior, and bring me his necklace. Imagine this guy with Tony the Tiger voice. Well, get the Tony the Tiger VTuber to play Final Fantasy XIV, and you won't have to imagine.
Yeah, I was more visualizing Robotnik from the old cartoons. The strength to do it.
Promotion.
I hate that when I got a promotion at work, my first thing that came to mind was that little promotion clip from Pictures of Something the Hedgehog.
Also, Tony would absolutely have to play as a Hrothgar. It's just no question about that.
Pretty sure he could also be an orange Hrothgar. I
He
think
can
they
have
do get
stripes.
reddish. Yeah, I do think they get reddish yellow. I haven't seen any orange Hrothgar though. I mostly see either very tame colors or very occasionally just a bright red or bright blue one.
Or a bright pink.
Once in a while, I see a bright pink Hrothgar, which I am certain is trying to be Lion from Steven Universe.
And slash or they're just gay and very happy to be bright pink.
I mean, to be fair, I would have gone bright pink with blue stripes.
I love brightly colored Hrothgar players. They're incredibly valid.
Spear to lure out the Emulsion veteran. How does he know? Where is he?
Put a marker on the map.
Oh, it's a destination marker. Okay. Hey, Sepcup, you're on a plane to Mexico. Nice. Where are you headed? Oh. Alright. Well, Nara killed it with no problem. Alright.
Yeah, Jiu is level 80.
Yeah. Visiting family. Nice.
To be fair, with you at 42, you'd probably also curb stomp it.
Oh, yeah, but it's a little jarring to see it just die instantly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the trouble sometimes. People will follow you around and just be like, oh, I'll help.
There's one guy running around on us. When I was actually going around this area, doing all the side quests and skips on my main character, because of how strong my jobs were at that point, for the quests where I had to weaken an enemy in order to capture it, I had to do it as a crafting class. I was I captured a sandworm by beating it in the face with a frying pan.
Never know anything about the games you play. Never played one of these before. It's different. It's an MMO, which isn't usually my speed, but this one's been pretty fun. Very different from the other Final Fantasies. Have you ever played a Final Fantasy game, Cup? Tell me, adventurer, is our old nemesis dead? "'Tis a fine necklace, as befits a veteran of countless battles. It will make an excellent trophy. The spear belonged to one of his brothers. I knew when he spied it from afar, he would be unable to resist venturing outside the encampment to see for himself. Did you discern my intent, or was it dumb luck, I wonder?" "Either way, you impress me, adventurer. I shall tell you of the ingredient you seek."
Press.
What do I want to take? I will take the toadskin jacket, because of course I will. A shame we did not meet when I was still with a company of heroes. You would have made a fine recruit. But no point dwelling on what cannot be. You have a Welwick worm to hunt. Sandworms slither brazenly across the desert dunes, but Welwick worms are far fewer in number. Rarity breeds demand, and so their meat is highly prized as a delicacy. The only way to catch your quarry is to entice it with something it cannot resist. These worms prey on the smaller creatures of the Sogoli. A freshly slaughtered angler carcass would be my choice of bait. There is an area teeming with anglers to the east. I will mark it upon your map, along with the location where Welwick worms are most frequently sighted. Be warned, the blood will drive the worm into a feeding frenzy. If your skills are lacking, it will devour you as well. Well, good luck to it. It's not going to manage that. Yeah, sandworms well, the sandworms here are below my level, but sandworms are usually a robust enemy in Final Fantasy games.
My favorite sandworm was in Final Fantasy X because.
Oh yeah, same.
Because if it could eat one of your party members, and then he could have Orange's shooting star to remove it from the field.
Fucking bye.
Like, goodbye, Tidus. Wait a minute.
I like to imagine it just soaring through the air and just instinctually vomiting up the party member, and they just kind of flail through the air and crash next to your party.
Yeah, I kind of think of Final Fantasy XIV as like the MMO for people who don't usually like MMOs. Because
I've seen people describe it as an RPG MMO because it puts being a role-playing game before it puts being massively multiplayer.
yeah, rather than
Which is good. I'd rather have it be an RPG than massively multiplayer.
Yeah.
yeah, the massively multiplayer. It's just a bit of bonus.
I've also seen people describe it as a Final Fantasy amusement park, which I feel also becomes more accurate as it goes on.
Yeah.
Oh, sand dune! Let's just crash into it face first, shall we?
Later, Cup. Thanks for stopping by. Are we supposed to wait somewhere? Is there a destination marker?
Well, yeah.
Aha!
I'm gonna trigger that.
Alright, back we go, I guess.
I would never attend a feast where something like that was served.
I'm sure it could be prepared in a way that would be appealing.
Not to me!
Fair enough.
I think the sandworms are, like, traditional meat, not bug meat.
Yeah, I mean,
It might be worm in like the figurative sense, where it's more like reptile than
yeah, I've always figured that, especially since, you know, like in Dune, they've got scales and the like, so which the obscene creatures don't tend to.
Yeah.
This fate is still going on.
Oh yeah, this thing shows up all the bloody time.
Oh yeah, it's very funny that it just happens and they just wriggle into town and you're like, okay, I guess this is happening. On to my business.
You look well. Have you caught your quarry then? It's a block of tofu. Your skills as a hunter rival those of our best. I applaud your success, Lore. The meat will need to be heavily smoked before I ship it to Whisket.
Oh dear.
Worry not, you have my word that he will receive it in time for the banquet. You must be eager to obtain the third ingredient. I regret to say that I know not of its location. For the nonce, you should return to Costa del Sol and seek Whisket's counsel. Ah, but hold a moment. Since you will be meeting the captain again soon, there is something I would like you to deliver to him for me. The captain was always fond of this brand of wine. I would be grateful if you could deliver it on my behalf. I was a reckless, angry youth when I first joined the company, and he would have been well within his rights to cast me out. Everything I have I owe to his wisdom and generosity. Aye, Wiskett was a firm yet fair teacher, an expert moulder of men, and I suspect that is still the case now. Please give him my regards, Lore. Alright, back we go to Costa del Sol. I dislike the FF theme park description because it makes it sound like 14 couldn't stand on its own if it really wanted to, and it is kind of true, I guess.
Yeah, I'd say it definitely does stand on its own, but yeah, maybe theme park is a little bit of a poor descriptor.
Excuse me.
I've always referred to it as, like, if a game was a person, Final Fantasy XIV would be wearing a dress made of the fibers of previous previous Final Fantasy games.
Yeah.
And it would do a death drop on the runway, and everyone would holler.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Wiskett, not my mount.
And it's
Well met, Lore. Landonel and Uod Noon both spoke highly of you. What brings you here today? Ah, my favorite. I shall have to thank the Noon personally. He has a name. You just used it. Now, you have but one ingredient left. Fortunately, you will not have to travel to Aldenard this time to obtain it. Altered velveteen hose, that's better than what I'm wearing. Truth be told, I never intended for you to collect this last ingredient. Brayflox, my old quartermaster, wished to bring it to Costa del Sol herself. However, not long ago, she sent word that there had been some trouble at the long stop, and that the delivery would be delayed indefinitely. She told me nothing of the incident itself, but I fear the situation may be dire. Though I would like nothing more than to aid her myself, I have no choice but to turn to you and your allies. Make haste to Hidden Falls docks and speak with Ozun Nazun. He will direct you to Raincatcher Gully, where Brayflox and her people have made their home.
the one that Teddy loves dearly.
Hooray.
Oh, are you going to take me there? Oh, that's IGU.
Yeah.
I guess we'll invite him to the party. So I can ride.
Or does have a mount, you know.
This is...
I have a me mount. I don't have a crew mount.
Yeah.
IGU, would you mind switching to a lower level class? So you're not just instantly killing everything we engage? Oh, it's just right here?
Doesn't look like he has anything in our region.
Alright, Ozun. What's the hurry, Venturer? Huh? Something happened over at the Gabi settlement. I don't know why you're so eager to help a bunch of beastmen, but go and talk to the skipper over yonder. She'll ferry you to Raincatcher Gully.
Hey, Teddy.
There's notes of the main Final Fantasy theme in this song. Huh.
Just a hop, a skipper, and a jump.
Is that like that particular ferry just took you to a different part of the zone? Like it's two halves of a larger zone. So once you get flying, you can just like fly over a mountain to get from where you just were to where you are now.
Gotcha. I'm going to take a stop by Wineport and get the Aetheryte.
Yeah, good call.
idea.
There's a unlock quest as well to unlock treasure maps. Oh, hello.
Oh, cool.
I didn't know you. I forgot you even had to unlock them.
It's kind of amazing because you do have to unlock everything via quests in this game, and like seriously everything.
You don't have to unlock timers. You can...
Yeah, like there are so many things that are just so basic that you forget that you had to do a quest to get them once upon a time.
Also, happy 90 days playing the game, Lore. I only know this because I just got this funny little two-seater chocobo in the mail.
Oh, nice. Oh, you got something because you recommended me, huh?
Yeah. Or rather, I guess technically 120 since you had your free month, and then 90 days after that. But yeah.
Haloon would entice you with the prospect of untold riches. Fancy yourself a romantic, friend. Do you oft find yourself gazing off into the horizon, yearning to travel in search of storied relics left behind by the heroes of yore? Yes, you say. Then do I ever have a proposal for you? I was accosted the other day by a slobbering drunkard. Okay, somebody foisted a treasure map on this person, and they're trying to foist it off on me. I get it. Bear with me now, I assure you this gets better. Who most eagerly regaled me, from what I could gather amid slurred speech and copious amounts of spittle, that is, with the tale of a treasure map he had stumbled upon in his travels. I don't recall the particulars. I was emptying my innards of some foul swill at the time, you see, but it sounded rather convincing to my ale-addled brain. What I do remember is that the fellow mentioned striking out at first light for Raincatcher Gully to visit a miner friend. Should the prospect of hunting for hidden riches set your heart aflutter, I reckon you might still find him there. All right, to Raincatcher... Oh, nope, Chocobo Keep first. Then to Raincatcher Gully.
I wonder how many people in the game actually have all of the Chocobo Keep locations.
I do.
You'd think there'd be an achievement for it.
I mean,
I
they
definitely neglected a bunch of them.
Also, I can't help but you ever notice, like, when you take away the letter at the start of some Mikote's names that indicate a clan, which is what happens when somebody is talking, somebody who they're close to talks to them. Like, for example, somebody close to Y'shtola would call her Shtola. But so we've bumped into Mikote that are effectively named Loon and Fool. It's like, and you thought some of the other names were from cruel parents.
Loon isn't too
Hidden
bad.
treasures.
I could see that being like Moon, you know?
Yeah. Hidden treasures? Another gill-crazed greenhorn reeled in by Eldwine's tall tales, eh? Yes, Eldwine, that's the daughter and fool's name, though mind ye, I've not known him to limit his consumption to any one type of brew. I saw him just the other day, I did, clutching some tattered piss-yellow parchment, like it was made of solid mithril. This is my ticket to fortune, he blabbered, not half so eloquently, mind you, before stumbling out the tavern doors and promptly falling flat on his mug like as not. Did I see the map myself, you say? Did I ever? Why, the fool shoved it in my face so many times that I swear the mold left the page to take up residence in my nostrils. 'Twas a mess of blue and brown splotches that Eldwine swore was Camp Bronze Lake, with a big red X to the southeast. You're not thinking of going there, are you? Take my word, you'll find naught but a sorry drunkard and his sack of broken dreams. Eldwine and Upper Lenosha. Alright.
We'll be heading there later, so we might as well wait until then.
Makes sense. Right, I'm gonna get off my chocobo so I can listen to this music. Because this is good music.
That's this game in a nutshell.
There is an option you can tick in, I think, character configuration that makes it so that it doesn't play chocobo music when you're on your mount. Or rather, mount music in general.
Yeah, I end up cycling between having it on and having it off, just because some mount music's really damn good as well. In fact, all the coolest bosses tend to drop mounts that have their own music play.
Nice. Why did the music stop?
It's in
Oh,
sound
well.
settings. Okay.
Sound settings, system... system configuration?
Yeah, it's in system configuration and then in the sound settings tab.
I will skip.
I always tend to offer a new expansion just because there's so many new areas with new music.
I'll do without the mount music for now.
I also ticked on enable city-state BGM in residential areas, so I didn't have to just hear every time I was in a housing district.
Very much same.
Tongue flaps of Whisket be reaching ears of Brayflux. Uplander has come for tasty fresh gobby treats, yes? This was his quartermaster? Fair enough. Quest prize of Uplander, deep in Longstop. Flighty beast chased Gobby Flock from Holmes. Gobby Flock needs goodly Uplander, give safety to Longstop with much hand lending. Brayflux's Longstop now accessible. Oh, it's a dungeon.
Yep.
Trying to measure whether or not I'll have the time.
Do you want an invite?
I have to really try to assess that first. You can start looking into who could, take my place as fourth. So if I'm not able to gather the information in time, you can go with them into Brayflock.
I am stuck in a dungeon, so I would need to wait about 5 minutes if you want me alone.
Yeah, with Danny, IGU, and Minda, we can do it.
Wasn't it your buddy going to be joining? Has
I asked him if he wanted to join, but he hasn't gotten back to me.
Fair
So,
In the meantime, you can do that map side quest right now while you're waiting.
oh right, I don't have to be right here to do the dungeon,
Nope.
do I?
duty finder.
All right. So, Upper Lenosia, Camp Bronze Lake, from Wineport. All right.
There is a it's after this whole little arc. There is a quest we'd like you to do in Camp Bronze Lake. It gets you a special ring.
Okay.
Which quest was that? I forget which one you're talking about, actually.
It gives you the ring that gives you extra spirit bond.
Yeah.
Oh, that thing.
It's
Yeah.
only useful for so long, but I like the quest.
Yeah, the Meteor Survivor ring, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do that while mounted.
I'm gonna get going. Hope you have a wonderful time. It was nice popping into the stream, saying hi.
Yeah.
Yep.
Happy to have you, man.
Yeah, have fun,
Always
be
good
safe,
having you.
etc.
I love this Fate boss music, by the way.
Where is it?
Uh,
Oh, it's
Yeah.
that.
And the leaf blower.
Ah, what the hell? I'll kill it.
The leaf blower has stopped, so I can actually focus on the stream finally.
local legend says.
Oh, it's got giant eyes. What the fuck?
Local legend says that he who calls the name of Metsheljas 3 times will summon the unspeakable woodland monstrosity from deep beneath the earth to wield destructions upon the world above. Fortunately, few people can actually pronounce the name. Unfortunately, it appears someone was lucky. Oh! Name of this fate. Law, did you see the
Flame seals. Oh, nice.
see the name of the fate?
No. Sorry, I was distracted by the monster.
Yeah, you're gonna want to see this. I'm just gonna quickly send you a little the screenshot I took and cropped.
Oh god, I really got to get that shirt made.
Say my name.
There's the Garlean Fortress.
Yep. A little high level at the moment, I think.
Well, I wasn't going to go in there. Where's the music?
You know, traveling on foot like this with you brings back the feeling of exploration that I had the first time I came through this game.
Nice.
I assume.
Oh, there's Eldwine.
I assume you're getting a similar feeling from the fact that you actually do the explorations.
Who goes there? Wait, don't tell me. You come to help old Eldwine dig for buried treasures. Well, I'll have you know, I'm faring just fine by myself. Just look at that beauty over there. Not that I can blame you for being jealous of me vast riches. Lucky for you, I'm feeling generous today. So, here's the deal. I'll give you the honor of opening my latest discovery. That's right. For one precious moment, you can walk in the shoes of Eldwine, treasure hunter extraordinaire. Go on now. The casket won't bite or nothing. Alright, where is it? Aha, shabby casket. It's definitely going to bite me. Trap springs, releasing a powerful musk into the air.
Plus, we're not actually getting any experience because you'd be level 90.
Tattered coin purse and a broken bottle from the casket. Yeah, I just stood still at the end of that because there really wasn't any point in me taking actions. Seven hells! Where do those nasty buggers come from? Boy, if I had my trusty pickaxe with me, I'd have split their skulls clean in two. Where in the world did those things go, anyway? What's this? Look, old Eldwine's had the finest ales he has to offer, from the drowning wench to Buscaron Struthers. And he ain't seen nothing like... Great Beauregard Scott! It's a trap! That's what it was! Opening a casket shattered this here bottle, and this foul slop poured out, luring them nasty buggers with its stink. I told you to be more careful. Now hand over the loot. You may have opened the casket, but 'twas old Eldwine what did the dirty work. No, it wasn't! Wait, that's it? You gave me everything. I got more last time I sold me undergarments for grog money. You aren't hiding nothing from me, are you? looks like we've got no choice. We've got to go out and search for bigger and better treasures. Not the same treasures, of course. We cannot hold your hand forever. So sit back and let old Eldwine impart to you a proper trove of knowledge on treasure hunting. Firstly, you find yourself a map. Once you have your map, then you decipher it. That means you look at it nice and good like. Then, when you've figured out where your treasure is hiding, you go there and you dig it up. Sounds simple enough, you say? Ha! I might make it look easy, but I can assure you it ain't. Aye, treasure hunterin' demands sharp eyes and a sharper mind. But don't be discouraged. Hone your skills like old Eldwine, and the treasures are sure to follow. Now, if you'll excuse me, me throat's feeling dry. This won't even buy me a swig of the wench's cheapest grog. What's a man to do to drown his sorrows? Decipher skill, dig skill.
Treasure maps didn't really come into their own until Heavensward, where they added a chance for you to discover that somebody had gotten a portal and shoved that into the chest. Not quite sure how they fit them in, but they fit.
You can only possess one treasure map at any given time. Huh.
One of each treasure map.
Ah, gotcha. So is that... Is that a skill any class can use, or do I have to be a miner?
Any class.
While we're here, we might as well pop over to Camp Bronze Lake and get you the Aetherite.
Yeah.
I have finished my dungeon, so we can do that dungeon whenever you're done side quest.
Sure, I'll invite you real quick.
Okay, yeah, I just checked at Rakusa Furusa. They don't have a quest until after the current events.
Alright. Brave Phlox's long stop, right?
That's the one.
After a tiring journey across Eorzea, it is deep within the quiet jungles of Raincatcher Gully where the charismatic and enterprising young goblin, Brave Phlox Alltalks, chooses to build her tiny empire. What she does not realize, however, is that something else, something sinister, has also made the lush forest its home. Now driven from their rightful claim, Brave Phlox and her brethren seek to retake the land, and are not above asking the help of lesser races, that would be you, to help them do so. She's a racist? Is that a common attitude for a goblin?
I think it's just being snarky.
Alright, Brave Phlox's long stop. Wait, withdraw. I'm going to make sure we are minimum item level.
look, something sinister.
Oh, that's a big boy. Hi, Chillmaker. How's it going? Oh, that's a big boy. That's a Dargon. Oh, that Dargon is flying away.
It's a Dargon.
I have my AoE in this dungeon. It sucks.
Oh, whoops, I was going to come in here with Paladin. I forgot as well. Oh well.
What are you now?
Pardon?
Warrior.
What are you currently?
I'm warrior right now.
Ah, I gotcha.
Warriors have a buff that increases their maximum health called Thrill of Battle.
Gio, I think you need to slow your roll a little bit. You're kind of playing the game for lore.
Pardon?
Asking IGU to slow down a bit and let lore do stuff. Like, talk to the goblin.
Oh, I'm supposed to talk to this person.
Yeah, they give us the key.
Twist gate key. Open head gate with much fastness. Oh, we already have the key. All right.
Yeah, now we've got the key, we can head over to the gate.
Leveling up warrior because it is the last combat job I need to collect them all, and it's a lot of fun.
If you focus on
Pelican? That's not a pelican.
if you focus on single target attacks afterwards on the boss, you can actually put these guys to sleep. The ads.
Well, I already dotted all of them, so that's not gonna work.
Dots don't wake you up. I am having a die.
You're fine.
Okay. I just have a lot of poison is all. But yeah, if you've already dotted an enemy, they won't wake up when the dots hit them if they're asleep.
Bless you. Bless you again. Want to go for the trifecta? Get a wish?
You only get 2 out. That would make Dragon Ball different. You sneeze 3 times and Sharon just shows up.
I mean, he practically shows up that easily after a while.
Yeah, the Jargon Radar combined with the ability to fly is a little overpowered.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
it
I
is
love
really
it.
funny
Nice.
looking back, because like the first Dragon Ball arc is literally like 40 episodes long and is just about collecting the Dragon Balls. And then pretty much every time they need the Dragon Balls after that, collecting them happens off-screen in between episodes because it is just that trivial.
Yeah, with the exception of the Red Ribbon arc, where it takes about as long, but that's only because there's competition to get them.
It happened in the Frieza arc, too, on Namek.
Oh, yeah. Well, then, yeah, because like, then it becomes like a game of keep away.
The thing about DBZ is that every advantage they get, whether it be transformations, the dragon radar, telepathy, whatever they have, they abuse mercilessly.
Although, Goku having telepathic powers only ever shows up twice.
Yeah.
Once to say, don't kill Vegeta, and once when he arrives on Namek and just reads Krillin's mind. There is no explanation as to where he learned this, and there is no explanation as to where it went.
Piccolo kept his, at least.
To the other side, goblins, since we're getting the full tour of the place.
Well, we'll go this way as well.
Oh yeah, there's one up that way.
No one ever goes this way, ever. So, like, 99% of runs, this goblin gets horribly murdered.
Yep, don't you get My cat loves sitting directly on the power button to my computer.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
And yeah, I usually keep it covered up so he can't press the button accidentally. But sometimes he still manages to, like, sneak by, and it's not ideal.
Troublesome to say the least.
And each of these goblins has a coffer. Oh, that's something for you. Thaumaturge's ring.
Oh, nice. I'll roll need on that.
I'll breed the gloves, because they're actually stronger than our current ones. This way.
Over here.
I definitely leaning on them.
Yeah, wrestling these goblins is an optional thing. It gives you more loot, but everybody usually skips it because they just want to get to the end of the dungeon fast.
Well, not skipping them because of the first time. Never actually tend to find that one that we went to first.
Which way?
Down the hill and then under it.
Ah, I see.
I throw my axe.
Inferno Drake.
I threw my axe.
The axe is fine.
Whoops, didn't mean to cast that one.
The paladin ranged attack is the best one because it's a shield throw. Just do the old Captain America.
Or if you have the glamour that I do, where on this character, where it's an invisible shield.
Yeah, that's even funnier.
It's just like, what the fuck am I throwing?
Yeah, I use that same glam. Well, I alternate between. With my paladin glam. I always alternate between an invisible shield and one particular shield. You know the one.
I don't know. There's a lot of particular shields.
It's the story shield.
Oh, that shield, right.
I'm getting lots of Thundercloud procs in this fight. Nice.
Reflux, please don't take the attention of the boss. Dobby Boom. Yeah, once you start getting your procs and the like with a Black Mage, it gets so much more satisfying.
Oh, she came to help, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even see her in that fight.
Yeah, she was running around kiting the ad for a while.
Yeah, and then took the boss, the actual boss for a while and dragged it over to you. Like,
It was a little weird that you lost aggro there.
yeah, that's just what happens in that fight because of Reflux.
Oh no, we've got to kill the Hellbenders. That makes me sad.
Yeah. By the way, you can tell the gender of a goblin by the names. If the name ends with ox, they're feminine. If the name ends with ix, they're masculine. So Brayflox, ox, feminine. But we didn't actually know that for a while, and the translators, as a result, didn't know that for a while, and accidentally gave Brayflox masculine pronouns until it got patched.
Whoops.
I mean, I've been playing Digimon Survive, and that is so bad when it comes to the pronouns. Like, they pretty much all the Digimon have been referred to as he or she at various points.
Like inconsistently with the same character?
Yeah. Like, I've been enjoying the game, but my god, they cannot get the pronouns consistent. There was also...
It's just in every Digimon is canonically gender fluid.
Well, I mean... Angemon can digivolve into Angiwoman, so, you know...
What?
Yeah. Like, Digimon, like, are actually canonically gender fluid. The masculine Digimon can digivolve into feminine Digimon and vice versa.
So maybe the pronoun thing is intentional then.
No.
Oh no,
Absolutely
definitely not.
There was also a rather amusing scene where it was one of the dramatic digivolutions, to which Takuma's portrait and name popped up with a dialogue box saying Takuma's name and portrait are not involved in the scene. Just like, how did this get past?
Wow. Like, translation directions?
Lore, attack the bubble.
Yeah.
Bubble. Oh, okay. But it's queer. I don't want to be homophobic.
Yeah.
We can still paralyze it. I can still stun this guy at this point. Alright,
Oh, a Dargon. Hello, Dargon. Oh, it fucked off. Bye, Dargon. Does the damage stay on it when we find it again? Or is it...
Nah.
I think so. I think that was just a tease.
Yeah. They already dropped earlier. I'm literally wearing them.
Yeah, so it's always funny when you get the same bit of loot twice in one dungeon run.
Hey, it means more people can get it.
Yeah.
It's a touch annoying if you're actually trying to grind something out there. It's like, I want this specific item. Why have you given me this other specific item 3 times?
Oh shit, my berry's gone. Ah. No.
Yeah, I'm currently before the point where the tanks I've chosen can just sustain themselves.
Yep. Yeah, I'm in the mid 70s with my warrior, and so I've reached that point. It's fun.
Yeah, but I don't need a party.
I like it. I think what I really like though is being a paladin and just healing, because like I have gotten into a lot of duty roulettes with a lot of bad healers, and when you're playing the paladin, it's just like, all right, well the healer killed themselves by staying in an AOE. Yes, I'm the healer now.
Oh, I went into the final dungeons of Endwalker and Shadowbringers in a party of just healers. Just one of each healer.
Deep Jungle Coral.
There's another corner of the map where nobody ever goes.
Yep.
Oh, it's a mini boss.
If we need to go back a bit, we missed a bit of the map.
Oh yeah, we did. Follow me.
Right, if we're getting map completion, we might as well we'll get this one too.
So are achievements per character or tied to your account?
Per character.
Huh.
Plus, it would be a bit weird if you could boot up a new character and immediately get all the achievement certificates and grab all the achievement items.
Granted, you can do that in World of Warcraft, but World of Warcraft is generally much more alt-friendly. I mean, it has to be because you can't just like swap jobs like you can in FF.
Yeah, you require alts in WoW, whereas
Yeah.
it's just not necessary here. Why is this part of the map still here? Like they've gotten rid of chunks of this map because they weren't necessary. So why this bit?
And there's another corner over here.
Yeah, but we've got that on our map.
Did I get the again? I wasn't sure. Is there anything over here?
I don't know. I've not been in here since the change. No,
Doesn't look like it. Okay, weird.
There was a goblin, but we abandoned him and he died.
It's possible, yeah.
Dark.
But yeah, this dungeon was not edited as extensively during the big dungeon rework from a couple months ago. But they did like clean this area up a little bit. Like this whole area where we're in right now used to be much more open.
Yeah.
And so it was pretty prone to like accidental wipes because you would accidentally just overpull, and just like everybody in the swamp would come for you, and it's not good.
And they still haven't fixed Orenville. That first room. Something for Law to look forward to.
Hey, bunnies in this group. Just realized I'm the only non-bunny right now.
Bunny kill.
All right, time for the Dargan. An arena full of bones. Oh god, I'm way behind you guys.
We're waiting, don't worry.
Are there any ads in this fight we gotta worry about, or just the fuck off Dargan?
Play it and find out.
Fair enough. Forget I said anything.
I've only done this fight once since the rework, so I don't actually remember that much about it.
I got out of the way of that.
Imagine this from Itar's perspective. You just have a nice nap, and suddenly suddenly a bunch of goblins stick some rabbits on you.
Hey, rabbits are vicious. I've seen Watership Down.
Like, it's pretty like the worst Easter he's ever had. The way this guy used to work is he'd make pools of toxic area, and if he was stood in them, he would heal. So the tank used to have to drag him away from the pools.
Yes.
Well, that sounds unpleasant.
And also the pools blasted the entire fight. They never disappeared. So the fight was basically a DPS race to kill him before he covered the entire village.
That sucks.
It did suck. That's why they changed it.
Alright, you guys want to take a screenshot?
Yes.
Anywhere you would like to be?
We could do it in front of the exit.
Can do.
Actually, let me look around
Oh,
the
actually,
arena.
here we can do it by the gobbies.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I was just looking around the arena for anything scenic, and there's not really anything, but we do got some gobbies here.
Let's all go behind him.
Mindy, you're kind of directly in front of as you.
Back up a bit, Minda.
Do I do this one then?
Does that book have a smartphone attached to it?
The book has 2 smartphones attached to it, thank you very much. After we're done posing, I want you to come and take a look at the animation of it getting sheathed and unsheathed. It's hilarious.
How's it going, Danny?
Getting poses sorted. For some reason, one of the gobbies has turned around to look at Minda halfway through. How is this one? Will that one do?
Let's see. Looks good.
Oh.
Not bad. But yeah, Laura, check out how silly this book is.
Let me hide my thing. Okay, go ahead. That's ridiculous. What is it?
This is a, well, yeah, for by around Reborn standards, it's a high-level book. It is the item level 130 book, which you get at level 50.
Yeah, Law, look at this amount I've got.
You just have a fucking smartphone. All right. That's a little immersion breaking.
It's
At least Minda's are fantasy smartphones.
so is this actually. It's a tombstone. The ancient Allegan Empire.
You'll find out about them later. There's some sci-fi in this setting that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's some sci-fi in
cool.
this gumbo that you're going to get to eventually.
Yep.
As you usually do in a Final Fantasy game.
Yep.
Now I have to go back to it.
That's unusual. We usually get dropped off outside of the dungeon we've completed.
Alright, I'm going to take a quick break and have a snack, so I will be back in a few minutes.
Do one of my daily quests while war continues with the plot.
Fair play.
Yeah, I've been putting off leveling or going through MSQ with this character because the rework is right around the corner.
Yeah.
And I want to see what the new Heaven's Sword stuff is like. So in the meantime, I've just sort of been doing dailies, grinding out tomestones, and getting all of my gear sets up to 130.
Oh, is that what you have to do with steps?
Mm-hmm.
Law's lucky, he'll never have to deal with steps.
Yeah, old steps was fine.
Yeah, I was not a fan. It was just so boring.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, let's be honest. It's at this point I'm a little annoyed at all the old content reworks because they're ignoring coils, which is the one bit of old content that actually needs a rework. You know, like coils, yeah, that's fine. It's nice and all. It's like, let's fix the content that people literally never do because they can't, because it's not set up to work properly. Like, how about fix
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, give us a normal raid version of them.
Yeah.
Like, they don't really need to change the Savage versions, I suppose. But
Yeah. Well, like, yeah, like, really what they need to do is they need to take the current version, call it Savage, and then make a normal version.
yeah, although that does raise a question about what we'll do with Savage Coils 2, or Savage Second Coils.
Um, yeah.
Considering normal coils is still Savage difficulty, it's just the Savage version are a version that took out exploits that could be that used to be used.
Right.
I mean, we're going to have to take Law through them for the, well, Law.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing, is that, like, unless they fix it by the time we get to that point, which is unlikely, I think. Yeah, it's like we're gonna have to, like, actually organize a group to run more through it. Or, I mean, well, because it's either that or just, like, have one level 90 character, you know, chaperone more through the story mode, but that's lame.
I know, but, like, it's probably the best option, because not... Like, even Savage groups have... Savage static groups have a hard time getting through them smoothly, at least for the final ones of the second and third second and final calls. It's probably is better to just unsync him through it.
Yeah. Yeah, lame. But yeah, it is what it is. As long as like he does the story before going to Heaven's Sword, it's fine, I guess. But
yeah.
You know.
I didn't get to do it until long after that. Actually, I had to unsync it myself.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I remember. It's like I was most of the way through Shadowbringers, I think, when I finally went back and did it.
Interestingly, if you actually even if you only get like through a couple of the first coil like I did, when when a certain character shows back in the story, they're just like, "Thanks for all the help you gave me during the coil." It's like, did I?
That didn't happen for me. I don't think. Like, because I didn't even start the coils quest, until a while. So when they showed up in MSQ, that was just the first time we met, and that was it.
Yeah, but like I had started them, so it was considering me having done them all for some reason, just because I'd started them.
Yeah, weird. There's 3 different variations. One when you start, one where you're partway through, and one where you complete it. That's interesting.
I honestly just like that. There's that one amazing cutscene in Endwalker that's just like, you know, everything you've ever done in this game, we're gonna reference it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, for that one cutscene, I kind of want to do a playthrough where I just intentionally skip all side content just to see what that cutscene is like. You know.
You can do that anyway if you just turn off reflect quest progression in the.
Oh, there you go. But yeah, because like I gotta imagine that cutscene looks a lot lamer if you do that.
Yeah. And welcome back, Law.
Yep.
Excuse me. This away. think. This way? No. Ah, here we go.
It's raining laws.
Loreweaver is lost.
Well, without spoilers, there is some content in A Realm Reborn that is, it doesn't list itself as such, but it is a difficulty referred to as savage.
Okay.
Later expansions have a normal version and a savage version of these raids, of the raids that they add to the game. But A Realm Reborn only has the savage difficulty. And there is story to it. So when we get to that point, would you like us to basically bring like max level characters in order to be able to break those fights for you, so you can see that important story?
I take it they're super difficult for people who have never played an MMO before.
They're super difficult for people who have played MMOs before as well.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I mean, we could probably put together a team of 7 who can do it. Probably. Although doing it at noon on a Saturday might be a big ask.
Yeah, it's you would probably be best off just.
Yeah,
with
basically the options for how you can experience that content is one level 90 character can just run in, blitz through everything, and one-shot all, and then you can watch the cutscenes. Or we can, like, put a group together and try to actually do the thing.
Which is not very likely, honestly.
Yeah, and, like, there's a high probability that if we attempt to do it, like, we would have to, like, actually, like, put together a raid group and do it proper, like. Which could be valuable. Like, you want to play an MMO, you want to see what an MMO is like, and that is the actual.
But it should be noted that my static, we tried to do them, and there were 2 fights that even we couldn't do.
Wow. Well, I think when we get to the first one, I'd like to try it normally, just to see what it's like. But then, if it's good story that you guys want me to experience and don't think I'll be able to experience otherwise, go ahead and bring in a max level character.
Yeah.
Alright, Brave Flocks. Goodly Uplander has thanks of Gobby Flock. Flighty Beast was tricksy foe, but Uplander outwitted with plans making. We didn't plan, we just threw our magic at it. Uplander has goodly head for fighty think. Brave Flocks happy gives tasty fresh Gobby treats to clever Uplander. Cheese is stinky sweet Gobby treat, special make with secret Gobby arts. No party complete without Gobby Gouda, Brave Flocks every say. It's been a long time since we have gotten new... Or rather, it's been a while until recently where we only had like 2 or 3 Aetherites in Limsa.
The world keeps getting bigger.
And the amount of world you can visit is expanding and expanding.
I gather you solved Brave Flox's little problem. Veined with blue-green mold. Comparable to the warm, damp boot of a zombie after stepping in ripe chocobo dog. Goblins claim it as a delicacy, but then again, they have their masks to filter out the aroma. I guess that's what you want for a rich people party.
By the by, the masks that they wear, they've got sulfur and coal inside of them because they find, due to living underground for so long, they find fragrant smells to be rather repulsive.
Ah. By the gods, that unholy stench! This is... oh, definitely goblin cheese. Judging from the smell, this should be quite flavorful. Huh? How is it made? It's best you remain ignorant of such things. I still remember when I learned what kind of milk they use. Ugh.
I have concerns.
I have many concerns myself. Is it goblin cheese literally? Is the question.
It's a question without an answer, thankfully.
Bravo, Lore. Thanks to you, our guests shall be honored with a marvelous banquet. But what good is an exotic feast without an equally exquisite aperitif? Luckily, I know just the person to ask. Make your way to Wineport and seek out Shamani Lomani, another former member of the company. All you have to do is give him this order slip. He'll take care of the rest. Oh, and if you're wondering if this is merely a ploy to test your patience, I assure you I do actually need that wine. And while you're there, give Shamani Lamani my regards. There's 13 fights, and the 9th is notorious for being hard as balls. 12 fights really, the 3rd one is not a boss fight. The 4th and 5th fight are hard as balls.
The whole thing is bizarre. The whole thing is laid out really bizarrely.
Yeah, the fights are not well designed, not compared to how much better they get at them.
Yeah, there are also like some segments of the game where there isn't even really a boss fight. It's just a whole bunch of trash pulls, and then you get loot. I don't know.
Sanctorum says the 3rd quote-unquote turn is only a boss fight by the standards of playing Final Fantasy XIII is a boss fight. Not playing Final Fantasy XIII and fighting a boss in it is a boss fight, just playing Final Fantasy XIII with its brain-dead auto-battling. God, 13 sucked so bad.
13. And... auto-battle really is a misnomer for that. It's more like recommended.
You could auto-battle every enemy, including most boss fights, until the very end of the game.
Yeah.
12 had auto-battle stuff itself, but you had to actually, plan out complex AI stuff.
Yeah, the auto-battling in 12 was great because it was basically... It wasn't an auto-battle so much as, like, a personal challenge to program the AI yourself.
It required actual strategy and stuff.
In 13, you need actual strategy, and the strategy behind the combat in that is constantly changing between different formations. Right.
I get what they were going for with 13 because it was that the challenge is not picking the correct spells. The challenge is picking the right party comp from one moment to the next. The problem is that that strategy is just not nearly enough to carry the game the way they wanted it to.
It's also just not necessary for half the fights.
You
can sleepwalk through. You can sleepwalk through every non-boss fight in the game until the very end of the game.
I disagree on that one. They made a lot of the fights harder than most of the Final Fantasy games because you have the retry to fall back on. So that means they could make it so that most random encounters were an event in themselves rather than just something you just brush off every single time.
I had the easiest time with that game, man. I don't know what to tell you. Though I am going to replay it eventually. I've been meaning to pick my Final Fantasy IX playthrough back up and then proceed through 10, 10-2, 12, and then to the 13 games. I've just had other stuff that I've been doing, and I've got a game upcoming. Soul Hackers 2, which my buddy Eddie is getting for me as a birthday present, which is going to be my game from the 25th onward, except for the patron days. And we're going to play through that until we beat it, I think. And then, depending on what comes out, we might go back to Final Fantasy IX. Alright, Shamani Lomani in Wineport. I should continue Xenoblade Chronicles, I should. It just wasn't really grabbing me. Alright, Shamani. Sweat, grime, and blood. Ah, you reek of blood. An adventurer, unless I am mistaken. What brings you to Wineport? An order? Let me guess. A request for the finest vintage I can muster. The paper smells of loam and perfume. Costa del Sol. There's also the unmistakable odor of goblin cheese. Yes, Master Gigaruju would not settle for anything less than the best. Durstweitz and his crew must be quite busy preparing an exotic feast, hence his decision to rely on an adventurer. Oh, this Lalafel's blind, huh? Ah, but perhaps you are confused. This display of deduction was not intended to impress you. When one loses his vision, he is forced to compensate in other ways. But you've no interest in my affairs. You wish only to discuss the wine, I suspect. Life can be so delightfully unpredictable. I always had a passion for wine, but it wasn't until I was forced to retire that I could pursue it as more than a mere hobby. It wouldn't have been possible if not for the savings I amassed during my time as a mercenary, of course. Say what you will about the nature of that work, none can deny that it pays well. Ah, but you grow impatient, and Whisket must have his wine. Herein lies the problem. Nothing in my possession is of sufficient quality for this occasion. The best vintages in town are hoarded by Berglund, who owns and operates the largest winery in Vilbrand. Somehow I doubt he will be receptive to your request, but given these circumstances we must needs beg his assistance. All right. Berglund! What rank amateur bottled this wine? The impurities have rendered it nigh undrinkable. Dismissal is too good for the man responsible. He should be made to drink every drop of his polluted swill. What is it? I am in the middle of an important discussion, and I do not care for interruptions. That neophyte vintner bid you speak with me? Ha! Neither you nor your friend has the palate to appreciate the subtle qualities of my private stock. I would sooner serve you Gubu urine than sell you my worst vintage. Begone from my sight. Well, fuck you too. I take it he said no? Really, in those words? Well, I cannot say that I am surprised. Well, there's no denying his passion and skill. The wine baron of Limsa is not a man known for his tact. Very well, we shall have to take an alternative approach. Level 44. Sup, Milena? I shall learn Surecast. Spells can be cast without interruption. Duration 6 seconds? Duration 6 seconds? That's it? That sucks.
Cooldown.
Yeah, 120-second cooldown. That super sucks.
Yeah. It's an emergency for when you're, you need to surecast.
Shamani Lomani has another bright idea. There is a chance, however small, that another resident of Wineport can furnish us with a suitable wine. In fact, had you come several years ago, I guarantee this would not be a problem. Alas, the quality of our product has declined significantly in recent years. The only breeds cultivated these days are common lowland vines, which isn't to say that their grapes are of poor quality, only that we have known better. Long ago, the Vignerons of Wineport crossbred several species and produced a grape-bearing vines of never-before-seen quality. Bacchus grapes were once the pride of this town, as they were used to produce vintages which surpassed all others. This includes the most aromatic, the most complex, the most flavorful of all wines. Aye, the legendary Bacchus wines were born right here in Wineport. Pardon my enthusiasm. You see, I once had the privilege to sample that particular wine. It was an otherworldly experience. In that moment, I felt as though I had tasted the nectar of the gods themselves. I transcended my mortal flesh and was one with all creation. But, as is all too often said, the calamity changed that. The Bacchus vineyards were completely destroyed, along with much of the existing stock of Bacchus wine. What little remains is closely guarded by its owners, for it can no longer be made. If we cannot convince Berglund to part with his wines, our next best option, as ridiculous as it sounds, is to find someone who has a bottle of Bacchus wine, and to offer them every gill we can spare. I've heard rumors that one of the vignerons tending the vineyards might have once owned a bottle. Perhaps you could start by speaking with them.
Yeah, Shawcast's main virtue is it eliminates knockback effects. So if an enemy is about to push you, you can use it to prevent that.
Long ago, I saw a raid or whatever in this game where you were on a giant platform with sheer drops on all sides and you could be knocked off the edge. Is that the kind of thing you're talking about?
A lot of fights either have cliffs on the sides or areas around where if you touch you'll die.
Oof. Is this guy out back? Let me see. Oh, he's up there. All right. What is over here? Is this just set dressing? A person I can't talk to? It's just a little mini park for set dressing.
Yeah, there's a lot of set dressing in this game. Makes you feel a bit more alive.
What? Do I have Bacchus wine? I wish. I never had the chance to try it myself. Sorry, friend, but you're a few years too late.
Oh, this unlucky bastard.
Durham Falurum. There's a hell of a name. Bacchus wine? Ugh, don't remind me. Used to have a cellar filled with this stuff. Thought I could keep the wine safe from thieves and the elements. Never counted on a bloody primal blowing up my goddamned house. Well, that was fruitless. Pun intended. No luck, huh? Most regrettable, but we had to try. But Bacchus wine would have been perfect for the occasion. Though I must confess, my certitude could be due in part to my personal history with the beverage. It is, after all, the very reason I decided to become a vintner. After Titan blinded me in our battle beneath Ogomoro, I fell into a deep depression. It wasn't until I tasted Bacchus wine for the first time that I realized there was still so much I could experience, even in my condition. It helped me to find a new direction in life. It breaks my heart to think that wondrous ambrosia which once filled me with hope may be forever lost to us. I must say, this talk of Bacchus wine has made me rather nostalgic. Indeed, there is much I miss about my life with the company of heroes. After everything the captain has done for me, I could not bear to disappoint him. I have no fear. I swear that I shall find a suitable wine for the banquet, though I may need some time to think of a solution. In the meantime, there is a favor I would ask of you. 2 years ago, in the deepest depths of my despair, I stumbled across Vilbrand as a vagabond drunk. I suspect I was looking for a place to die, because I very nearly found one not far from here. Wait, so you tasted Bacchus wine after most of the Bacchus wine was destroyed? That must have been a very generous person. It was there that a man named Drest took me in and nursed me back to health. And it was he who gave me my first taste of Bacchus wine, which helped me to find my new calling. Though I am still a novice in the arts of winemaking, I would like him to know that I am pursuing my dream. This wine is my own original creation, and I would be most grateful if you delivered it to him in my stead. Drest sometimes works at the Raincatcher Gully docks, so perhaps Ritskilt can tell you where to find him. Wait, doesn't wine need to be aged for years? You've only been doing this for 2 years?
Not all wines, only certain ones. If you try to age most wine, you'll just end up with vinegar.
Ah, I gotcha. Dressed? Oh, you mean the hermit. I toss him a few gil when we need an extra pair of hands. He doesn't talk about himself, and I sure as hells don't ask. When a man's got a face with scars like that, you best leave well enough alone, I say. If you've a mind to find him, though, then head southwest to the Severed String.
When I was but a fledgling and was here killing a lot of frogs for toad leather.
Yeah, the thing looks like it would have pretty rank urine. Hello. What do you want? Wine? I didn't ask for you. Or for this. Who sent you? I... Can't sleep. They won't let me sleep. The midges. The buzzing. It keeps me awake. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I won't fight. I don't want to fight. Please, make the buzzing stop. Make the midges go away. So we're not going to tell him who gave the wine? Alright. Let's kill some midges, I guess.
Poor dress. Oh, you can see a destroyed Imperial flying machine up ahead.
Oh, cool. Oh, a giant Goobboo. Wow. Did you aggro the Goobboo?
Nope, you did. It's an aggressive one.
Ah.
I just took its attention off you.
Thank you.
Might have one of the other ones might have respawned by now.
There's some over here.
Found them? Cool.
I'm in the middle.
All right, dressed.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, all right, dressed, let's get back to you.
There's a player right next to us called Scuba Doobert.
I'm in the middle of the very
So what's up,
important
Midnight?
quest to work on my glams.
Ah,
To work on your... Oh, the glamour.
sure. Yeah.
True red game.
It's not so loud anymore. Did you do that? Thank you. You helped me. Even after what my comrades and I did to your country. Are you a Garlean? Huh. We were on a reconnaissance mission when the Maelstrom caught us by surprise. We tried to escape, but the others... No one else survived. I didn't ask for this, damn it. I'm not even Garlean. They conquered my lands just like they tried to conquer yours. I don't want to die in some blasted jungle halfway around the world. I just want to go home. Is this the guy?
The guy?
I wish to thank Shamani for the wine. That was overly kind. Would you be willing to bear gifts back to him? Earlier today at Red Mantis Falls, I collected the sap from nearby palm trees. If placed in coconut shells and stored for a few bells' time, it makes for a fine wine, see? It should be ready by now. I left 3 shells out there. Please, take them to Shamani for me. I'm glad he's moved on with his life. I hope to one day do the same. A fate right around the things we're supposed to get.
I'll just change to to my paladin so that I'm high level in the fate and what I have to deal with it.
Oh, hey, what's up, Milena?
Ooh, somebody's been doing the Exali quests, I see. So the fact that that Shamani Lamani named his wine the Lamani Rosa implies that Spanish is spoken somewhere in this world. Is that Spanish? I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's Spanish. Rosso is red.
Yeah.
Alright, Shivani, I got a gift for you. It's weird, but hopefully it tastes good. It has been some time, Lore. It's been like 5 minutes. What news do you have of Dressed? If brewed for too long can cause loss of eyesight or even death. Well, he doesn't have to worry about the former. Ah, yes, I recall he did have some knowledge of winemaking. A simplistic but nevertheless effective method that utilizes the natural properties of palm sap. I shall have to enjoy this batch before it spoils. We are not so different, Drest and I. Two men who have long struggled not to let our scars define us. I worry that he has been alone with his thoughts for far too long. Aye, it is past time I paid him a visit. Thank you for looking after him, Lore. By the gods! Lore, listen! I know you're eager to wash your hands of this wine business, but I've just discovered something extraordinary about Dressed palm wine. He sealed each coconut shell with a leaf which has a very distinct shape and unusual odor. I thought I was going mad at first, but now I'm certain these are the leaves of a Bacchus grapevine. Do you know what this means? Somewhere in Raincatcher Gully, the legendary vine still grows. If we could obtain a cutting, we could revive the Bacchus wine industry. We must know where Dressed found these leaves. Here, take one of them back to him and see what he remembers. The plot thickens, just like the palm wine. What a remarkable coinkydink.
I feel sorry for Podrest.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Poor bastard.
Same therapists never seem to exist in fantasy worlds.
Well, isn't that a very recent development relatively in Earth civilization?
Good, very much used to be that someone would say he got chipped, you threw out the whole person.
Oh, hello again. What is it? It's just a leaf, isn't it? I only chose it because it was pretty. Didn't know it was rare. I found them near the Juggernaut to the south, but I didn't see any grapevines. I saw fresh gubu tracks, though. Maybe the leaves came from vines growing on the back of one such beast? If you go looking for it, please be careful. Some gubus are more territorial than others, and you may have to defend yourself.
You know, I say I feel sorry for Dress, but he's got a wicked house. It's a bloody ladder going up to a lookout point.
Yeah, how did he build that all by himself?
Maybe that's why it was conscripted. Build outposts and the like.
Ripples in the water, catch your eye. Shezmu, huh?
Gesundheit.
Oh, it just had it on it? Was it growing on its back?
Yeah, Goobus tend to have plants growing on them.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. That's why I'm asking if that's where it came from.
Yeah, that's what you just said.
280 episodes in a movie for Beach City to get a therapist. Oh, poor Steven.
All the trauma.
More trauma than your body has room for. All right, Shivani. I've got you your competitive edge right here. What did Drest have to say, Lore? Tell me everything.
Here, I brought a stick.
I was right! This smell, this texture. I hold in my hands a Bacchus grapevine cutting. Come now, enough of this nonsense. I've heard talk of your discovery, and I refuse to believe that a common adventurer and a novice vintner could... Fuck you! 12 as my witness. It is a Bacchus grapevine. Wherever did you find this fantastic specimen? What? You would offer this to me? But why? To be fair, if somebody's going to revive this, it's not going to be a novice like Shamani. You are absolutely the right person to do that. Just give us some kick-ass wine in exchange, okay? And stop being an asshole to Shamani. There is none better positioned to reconstruct the Bacchus vineyards than you, Master Berglund. You have the resources, the knowledge, and the passion to do so. It would be selfish of me to keep this cutting. I never knew you cared so deeply about your craft. Thank you, good sir. I will not squander this gift. In just a few years' time, I swear that every tavern across Eorzea will once again be clamoring for a cask of Wineport's legendary Bacchus wine. Sir, you didn't... Wait. The shape of this bottle, the scent of this label. This couldn't possibly be... A 1547 Bacchus? But that's impossible. This vintage has not been seen since years before the calamity. It was the crown jewel of my personal collection. For years I debated opening it, wondering if today or tomorrow would be the ideal time. But now I realize that it was never meant for me. It should be savored by the saviors of Wineport, I say. I hate your mustache. I hate your mustache that I just noticed. Holy shit.
Between that and his hair, there's unfortunate implications here.
He has made us an offer we cannot refuse. Master Gikaruju will find no finer wine. You have forever changed Wineport, Lore. Thank you for your kindness and your generosity. Are you going to come have some of this wine, Shamani? You should be invited, considering this was half your deal. I did do most of the work, but you're the one who spotted it. Ah, but do not permit me to delay you any longer. Pray, deliver the wine to Captain Westcott. Huh? Well, yes, I would very much like to drink it. But I am a patient man. I have faith that one day I shall have another opportunity to taste perfection. Yeah, you better, Berglund. You better give him some wine. After this, he'd better drink for free at your place forever. Alright, Costa del Sol. Tataru's going to be pissed if you don't negotiate a cut of the ongoing profits.
But just Whiskey's just like, could you do us a favor and get this, this nice wine? And then we was like, hello, we have some of the rarest wine in existence. Like, what? How did you do this?
Your prolonged absence was beginning to concern me. So, what of the wine I asked you to bring? Is that? 7 hells! A 1547 Bacchus! Even I know how rare that is. I have to admit, I didn't think you had it in you. But congratulations, Lore. Thanks to you, this will be the most luxurious feast Costa del Sol has seen in years. Considering the lengths you went to, I hope our guests appreciate it. Speaking of which, your associate arrived a short while ago. She appears to be growing somewhat impatient. Perhaps you could tell her that the banquet is about to begin. Kubu Sproutling. Alright, that's a cute pet.
Run, boy, run. This world is not made for you.
Oh, Y'shtola appeared out of thin air. Hi, Y'shtola. You have the look of a woman who has been to the 7th hell and back. That a guest should be expected to supply the victuals for a banquet held in her own honor. And this while the shadow of Titan looms over us all. It beggars belief. I can only applaud your stoicism. Had I been asked to endure such ignominy, I fear I should have accepted my lot with less grace. Lady Y'shtola! Lady Weaver! That can't have been comfortable for your knees. That must have scraped you up something fierce. Oof, I don't envy you. 1,000 pardons for this extreme discourtesy. I was wholly unaware of your true identity, madam. Had I known, I would never have permitted my man to subject you to such unspeakable ordeals. Come now, she must have sensed something was amiss. Hey, Shamani does get to have the food. You didn't seriously think I would send you running the length and breadth of Eorzea for a banquet, did you? Spare her your mockery, Captain. Your intent was unclear to me until this moment. And unlike me, Lore has no knowledge of your traditions. Mayhap you would be so good as to enlighten her. Aye, fair's fair. There's no sense hiding it any longer. Oh, are you guys going to get the band together and help with Titan? We 5 were chosen by our brothers and sisters, and before the company of heroes disbanded, we each swore a solemn oath that any who would follow in our footsteps must be weighed and measured, not by their reputation, but by their deeds. Each man would judge these would-be godslayers by his own criteria. If even one found her wanting, she would be rejected without a second thought. But if she proved herself worthy, we swore that we would do our utmost to support her cause. The world has ever been full of brave souls eager to give their lives for a righteous cause, but all too few capable of making a difference with their sacrifice. To send wave after wave of hapless adventurers into the jaws of a foe against whom they have no hope of victory is worse than futile. Titan is not one to be challenged lightly, and we will not be complicit in the deaths of the unworthy. Which is why the 5 of you deigned to test Lore with such commendable thoroughness. Time well spent, I am sure. But tell us, Captain, what is the assessment of you and your fellows? She's a brave one, that much is certain. She willingly walked into the midst of danger, despite my repeated warnings that it could cost her her life. Her skill is undeniable. She stalked her prey as relentlessly as any child of the sands, and struck with precision when an opportunity presented itself. Oh, you look very different from any other Mikote I've seen before, Uod. Too many adventurers these days care only for fortune and glory. Lore, however, is a kind and generous soul. I am certain she has no shortage of loyal allies who will gladly fight at her side. Wily Uplander is talentful plansmaker, tricksy foe for mighty Rockman. I can only concur with my colleagues' assessments. We 5 of the Company of Heroes hereby judge you a worthy challenger. Cast down the Lord of Crags, Loreweaver, and write a new chapter in the history of Eorzea. Oh, are we about to get to fight him, finally? With the formalities out of the way, let the festivities begin. Summon the dancers, pour the wine. Eat, drink, and be merry, my friends, for today we celebrate the birth of a new legend, Loreweaver, Titan's Bane. Loreweaver, Titan's Bane! Gegarujo has no idea what's going on. I like the rendition of the original main theme. Ah, there you are. Bronze-skinned beauty. She is pretty cute. Congratulations, sweetling. Now relax and enjoy the show. It's only just begun.
Doesn't seem all that bronze to me.
Might be the lighting. Exotic feast. That my chocobo is stepping in. No, Pixel, get down. Bad boy.
Swear that just looks like an onion with too much ketchup on. Not onion, omelette with too much ketchup on.
So did I get blitzed off of the Bacchus wine or not? Tasting the exotic feast triggers a divine revelation. In that brief, transcendent moment, you glimpse the true form of reality, comprehend its fleeting nature, and cry out to the heavens in celebration. Eat with a former company of heroes. Yo, Shamani, I like you the best out of all of them. When you face the Lord of Crags, think not of Limsa Lominsa, Eorzea, or anything beyond his chamber. Think only of the men and women by your side. Fight for them, and they will fight for you. Remember that no great victory was ever achieved alone. Goodly Uplander must be facing mighty Rockman with clever fighty think. Gobbyflock cannot be coming to rescue this time. You didn't help. Ah, Lore, you brave fool. Promise me that when you meet Titan, you'll look him in the eye and tell him Landonel sends his regards. No, you're a dick. I'm not giving you any credit. You are a veteran of countless battles, Lore. This is but one more. Trust in your experience, and you will prevail. You are blessed with a fortitude to rival the Earth itself. Titan will struggle to break you, I think. So did you have any of that feast, Y'shtola, or did you abstain? Because you missed out. You are kind to indulge them, Lore. This banquet is as much for the company as it is for you, whenever they may claim. I do not deny that they mean well, but now is scarcely the time for celebration. Though they have all but pronounced you the victor, the battle with Titan has yet to begin. The hour has come for the good captain to make good on his promise. We must speak with him again. Mount speed in eastern Lenosha has increased. Huh. Alright, Westgate. I happen to need a healer in your party. Danny's our tank. I'm a DPS. What is Minda?
I am everything. I am Ditto.
Okay. Lord of Sram, are you in our free company? While I wait for an answer on that, I'll talk to Whisket. You must be eager to face Titan. As promised, we will show you the way. Travel to Bronze Lake in Upper Lenosha. There you will meet with Riol, another man who once served with the company. To ensure that this knowledge does not fall into the wrong hands, he will remain in hiding until you have given the correct signal. Give me your map. You must whistle loudly at the 3 locations I mark. Only then will he appear to meet you at this 4th location. I realize this may seem excessive now, but you will see that it is more than reasonable once you comprehend the risks inherent in our method. You are not. Would you like an invite to be? I'll invite you to the party. Or actually, Milena probably has first dibs.
Yeah,
actually.
Milena.
Yeah. Milena, do you want to be healer or DPS? Milena prefers healer.
I have got a good outfit going after a little work.
You've what?
Yeah, I have got my good outfit going.
Oh, nice.
I hadn't even realised I'd gone straight to the first point.
How paranoid must this guy be if he just listens constantly for the signals? The GLE in Delivery Moogle is hidden behind the environment, and for a moment I read it as Delivery Moose.
You're just waiting at home, like, I wonder where my delivery is, and then just the moose breaks down your front door. It's up there.
Aha.
It's you!
It's kind of funny be from my perspective because I am past this point in the quest, which means none of the NPCs or things that you are interacting with on my screen. So I am just for the past 10 minutes I've just been watching you run around clicking on nothing.
This is where Rio shows up.
Nice eye patch, doofus. Greetings, lass. Might you be the one that Captain said would come calling? Aye, I thought so. Pay attention now, 'cause I ain't explaining myself twice. And he just turns away and says nothing. Years ago, when we was weighing up how to get to Titan, one of our scouts stumbled across this Beastman Aetherite sea. Huh? What's that look for? Not familiar with him. He speaks of an unamplified Aetherite, which has been claimed by a beast tribe. Lest you wonder, there is no fundamental difference between such aetherites and those which you have used on countless occasions, Lore. Ah, well, if it ain't the Charlayan lass. Welcome back. Forgive me for interrupting. I had plans to await your report, but I succumbed to curiosity. The tunnels beneath Ogomoro form a bewildering labyrinth that no outsider has ever fully explored. How the company of heroes managed to navigate it is a mystery I have long pondered. Give us a bit of credit, love. We weren't daft enough to try going in the front. The kobolds are always digging new tunnels and filling the old ones with traps. One wrong step and the next thing you know, you've got 100 tons of rock on your noggin. Suicide to even try, see? Funny thing was, the kobolds didn't seem to have no trouble finding their way around, and it was that as got us thinking. I mean, Ugamaru mines are like a bleeding city, ain't they? I thought it was Ugomoro. Oh, it's Ogomoro. This is a different thing. And getting around in a city that big would be a right pain in the arse if you didn't have an Ethernet, wouldn't it? So it stood to reason that the kobolds must have one, didn't it? Even if there were aetherite shards in the depths of Ogomoro, you would have needed to attune yourselves to them before you could identify their signatures within the life stream. Ah, well, that's where you're wrong, love. We had this Charlayan bloke to help us, see? Delivered us right into Titan's bedchamber, he did. I don't rightly know how he did it, but I do remember him saying it weren't nothing any Charlayan scholar worth her salt couldn't manage. Ooh, the shade! Ooh. Did he now? Locating a beacon in the absence of a known signature might be possible if the aetherites in question happened to be... Ah, yes. But in order to guide a traveler to said beacon safely, a second party would be required to... It is possible, in theory at least, yet I cannot be certain until I try. Plainly, all will depend on whether or not I am worth my salt. Oh, you are, lass. Don't you worry about that. Have a bit of faith in yourself. I don't know you, so my faith is unfounded in you, but have a bit of faith in yourself. Why don't we all go to Zelma's Run and take a closer look at the aetherite? It ain't far, though there's sure to be a few kobolds blocking the way. Not you can't handle, mind. So to the northwest, okay. Excuse me.
There's a fate over in Zelma's Run that shows up occasionally, which is kind of ridiculous. If you're not there within like 10-15 seconds, the kobolds in the fate will kill the person you're supposed to be escorting.
Wow.
But it's also a fate that is required for the book stage in the Realm Reborn relic weapons.
Well, yeah, I remember having to camp that spot for a while to make my rebel.
Yeah, and it's really hard to because enemies spawn from the north and south during that fate. It's really hard to do solo. It just made the book stage even more unpleasant.
Alright, there's an aetherite. Nah, we're good, Milena. Let's not complicate things. So, this is the aetherite the company of heroes used to gain access to Titan's sanctuary. It is as Papa Lemo speculated. In its present state, this aetherite signal will not be strong enough for our purposes. I may, however, be able to use my own energies to amplify it. Alas, the task will monopolize my attention for the duration. It seems you will have to proceed without me, Lore. I must needs remain here and supplement this beacon's power, lest you be denied your only path of escape. Fear not, I will summon the Maelstrom forces stationed nearby to protect us. With effort, it is possible that I may be able to stabilize the aetherite signal and thereby join you, albeit belatedly. Until such time as I do, you will be on your own, so you're not going to show up until after the fight like Thancred. Now, let us see if I am worth my salt. Yeah, how do you like being challenged and insulted, Y'shtola? I have located another beacon, one far below the mountain. I can only speculate as to what you will find there, so stint not in your preparation. The navel, now accessible. All right, you guys ready?
One moment, I just need to change jobs.
Good.
Good to go.
Milena, you a healer? Mindy, you DPS?
Yep.
None of these is the navel.
It's in the it's in the trials.
You're in
It's
dungeons.
a different
right?
tab.
Aha! Having passed the seemingly endless trials imposed upon you by the company of heroes, you have been entrusted with the knowledge of a secret way into the navel, the domain of the primal titan. Courtesy of Y'shtola's magics, the Beastman Aetherite is now primed to send you to a confrontation with the Lord of Crags. Gird your loins for a struggle of titanic proportions. Alright, there's you. Duty Finder settings, minimal IL, and join.
They said loins.
They really just said, I hope your balls have dropped.
Ballin'.
Look, an Overdweller. Yes, yes, an invader from above. She uses our aetherites against us. She has defiled Titan's sacred sanctuary. Trespassed, violated, defiled. Overdwellers must leave. Overdwellers must fly. Brothers and sisters, fear her not. Her fate shall be decided by the Lord of Crags. Hear me, Overdweller. You and your treacherous brethren must be held to account for the breaking of the covenant. You shall be first to face judgment. Then Limsa Lominsa and her Oathbreakers. Liars, betrayers, Oathbreakers. Oh, great Father, Lord of Crags, Titan, we summon you! Titan, we summon you! Oh, I'm liking this music. Alright, alright.
Oh, just wait till the bit where it sounds all Metroid.
Oh, you're ugly. Oh, it's the Kingpin. It's the fucking Kingpin from Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
He has come! He has come! The Lord of Crags, Titan, has come! Overdweller, art thou deaf to their weeping? Thy vile kind coveteth ever the blessing of the land, and murdereth my children by the score, all in service to greed. Such sins are beyond pardon. Ah, but I am not the first to suffer thy defiance. Thou didst bring Ifrit low. Godless Overdweller, thy myriad heresies shall not go unpunished. Upon thee shall I wreak a terrible vengeance. And there's the thumbnail for the video. Awesome.
You could always, I was just saying, you could always do the scroll lock to hide the text as well.
I'm ready. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
You can do that.
Ready, check.
Cool, let's do this then.
Here we go.
This floor is distracting. It looks like an AoE.
Hold that thought.
Holy shit, we're damaging this guy hard.
Okay, get near the red but not in it. Oh, nice, they've got a proximity marker nowadays.
Yep. They changed it up to they clarified the where he buffers.
Well, I was near the red but not in it, but I still got damaged.
Yeah,
Yes.
Correct.
if you were any closer, you would have died. If you're in the red, you would have fallen along with the land. In the extreme version, all that remains of this arena is the orange bit in the middle. So yeah, that pulsing effect is the further away you are from the center of that, the less damage you take. This just sounds like something out of Metroid Prime to me.
Oh yeah, it is kind of Metroid Prime-y.
Maybe.
Break the jail, break the jail. Okay, got him out.
Alright, Titan's incapacitated. What now?
That's the main event.
Ow!
Banner knows well then. Banner.
I need healing badly.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we're level 34, so there aren't a lot of AoE heals yet.
Yeah.
Jailed again. Yeah, just focus on the boss. He's at 5%. Kill him.
Yeah, he's about to die. Hey, I got the kill.
Nice.
Nice. So here's the funny thing about this fight. If you had also...
There's the thumbnail.
Yeah. So here's the other funny thing about this fight. Is, oh wait, that's it, never mind. Forgot
The
that.
Lord of Crag's great father Titan has fallen. Crystal get, which should be 5 of 6, I believe, or 4 of 6. Let's see. Four of 6, right. So Leviathan and Ramu.
The one from Ramu.
Oh, I've got the one from Ramu, right. The crimes of the Overdwellers shall never be forgiven, never be forgotten. No, no, never. 'Twas your kin who broke the covenant. We have acted only in defense of our lands. Cease your aggression, or never will there be peace. Until our dying breaths, we shall defy you. Deny, decry, defy. You're the one who summoned the primal. We're down for killing the primal and leaving you guys alone. Oh, how the fuck did the Garleans get here? Now these are the readings.
Yeah.
Like, actually, how the fuck did they get here?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Now these are the readings one would expect of an icon. I have seen enough. We proceed as planned. Are you sure that is wise, my lord? Your curiosity is untested and unproven. We do not yet know its true capabilities. Then trust in mind, Ratatan. My curiosity, as you so eloquently put it, would have bested Titan in the blink of an eye. Why, if there be truth to the legends, it could readily subjugate the whole of Eorzea, given but a little while longer. Is that not so? It is. No greater single power has ever been conceived, much less realized. What you say may well be true, but while such devices may win battles, I do not believe they will serve to change the course of this war. Oh, but they will. Have a little faith, my friend. Not friends, you're my boss. I cannot endorse this course of action. Those are some big-ass gauntlets. Fool.
Gun shields.
And now she has a fourth. Fascinating. Carry on, Crystal Bearer. Far though you have come, your work is far from done. I never noticed her tattoo. And naught remains to mark his passing. Well, the Ashians are nothing if not elusive. It is of little wonder that they should cast advanced teleportation magics at will. But that they would choose to consort with the Empire. What common goal could they possibly share? Danny, St. Firm is recommending I look up the full track of Titan's last phase on YouTube. Would you mind finding that for me at some point?
Can do. I'll do that now, actually.
Thanks. Well, they didn't want to animate her walking or jumping down, so she teleported. I feared I might arrive too late, but I see you had the matter well in hand. I have taken measures to ensure that we are not pursued, yet I cannot say how long they will hold.
Don't...
Take your leave while the kobolds are still in disarray. I will follow anon. There is something I must investigate before I depart.
I
will teleport you to the Aetheryte in Zelma's Run, and we will rendezvous at Camp Bronze Lake. Agreed?
I got you the lyric.
All right, go on.
I got you
Danny.
the version with lyrics. Do be careful about possible recommendations that below.
Gotcha.
Also, they didn't want to animate her walking over here because we were standing on a empty plateau island in the middle of nowhere, so there's nowhere for her to walk from.
Oh, he destroyed the rocks around the edge. I see.
Yeah.
Also, be glad be glad I wasn't the healer.
Yeah. Also, Lore, look at me. Look at me, Lore.
Uh-huh. Bye.
Yeah.
A funny thing about this fight, actually, is,
You're still alive.
Yeah. Funny thing about this fight, so Titan had a bunch of effects that knocked people off the edge, which we did not run into here, unfortunately. However, the funny thing was, if you fell off the edge, there was no way to revive you. Be dead at the bottom of the ravine for the rest of the fight.
Yep.
Which made this fight oddly difficult compared to everything for the next, like, 70 levels of content. Because, like, if the healer fell off the edge, that was it. Just, there was nothing you could do.
Yeah.
Fucking bye.
They changed that with the recent patch.
Yeah. So let's find a place for the pose.
Also, I may or may not have a habit of when I heal this, and it's somebody's new, yeeting myself off the edge and using the rescue spell, which pulls a player towards you in order to save them from an attack. Yeah.
Wow.
I just joke.
Do you guys see what I'm looking at? I think that's a good backdrop for our pose
The
photo.
Dangle Rocks. Okay. G-pose.
The thing is, like, since I'm so short, I'm in the front in all of these pictures.
And let me know. How's this one?
The spell I'm casting is kind of blinding and takes over the whole thing.
Okay, I will do that. I will toggle battle effects off and get you in that pose again.
Well, don't spend too much effort on it. The thumbnail of this is going to be Titan.
Here's the fixed version.
Much better. That looks great.
Accidentally put a slight Dutch tilt on it as well.
Well, Dutch tip never hurt anybody.
Screw that.
So how close are we to the next dungeon?
Oh, ways. I don't even, remember what the next story dungeon is. Although I think there's an optional dungeon we can unlock.
Yeah, now that we're 43, I believe we can unlock our Bill.
44.
What, 44 is it?
Yeah. 44,
I'm 44.
What's it called?
I'm 44.
You're 44, so we can do Darkhold.
Alright. I'm only just at 43 at the moment, but...
Are you not allowed to join if you're not 44?
Yes.
I think the next story dungeon is... I'll type it into
Stone Vigil? Or, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's a name. It tells more nothing. Sorry, but yeah, and that's ways.
Yeah.
You're not going to get to the next dungeon today. You might not get to the next dungeon next week either. It's that far away.
Wow. That's a lot of busy work.
Yeah.
We could do a leveling roulette to get me some experience.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Yeah. If we level Breen up to level 44, we can do another dungeon.
Bryn.
Bryn.
2D roulette leveling, right? Following minimum IL unavailable.
Yeah, because it's a roulette.
Ah, there we go. All right, so leveling roulette. It says level 16.
Yeah, that's the minimum level. But
Oh, minimum level.
yeah.
There's
there is something we can do. If you go onto limited leveling roulette, that'll stop us from getting something that is way below us.
All right. Confirm.
Because leveling is basically any of the main story dungeons can show up in there.
It'll only be ones I've unlocked already, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
And using the limited leveling roulette, it makes sure it'll be at least it'll be at most 7 levels below our lowest.
All right, well, you guys want to do a leveling roulette real quick so we can get Danny to 44 and then do the level 44 dungeon? All right, let me set it up.
The level 44 dungeon also has the best bondage gear.
Wait, it said it was canceled, but it left the screen before it could tell me why.
Leveling roulette unavailable when
Less than 2 duties qualify.
You're going to have to turn off limited level roulette.
Yeah, I guess limited level roulette's not going to work at this point.
You are too low level to ask for it. You are too low level to ask for limited level roulette. There we go.
Oh, my spine. Ow. Really? Really?
Yeah. Yeah, Titan is in the leveling roulette.
Yeah, because
which is something that always catches me off guard whenever. What?
Yeah, so different. Basically, it's because they're.
Because it's a 4-man. Yeah.
Yeah. Most trials are 8.
So the jail thing is the same mechanic as Reno's pyramid in Final Fantasy VII, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
could skip the cutscene.
Immobilizes a party member?
Yeah, with the exception when Reno's wears off, it just wears off. Whereas when Titan's wears off, it crushes you dead.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can press escape to skip the cutscene.
How do I skip the cutscene? Escape. Cool.
Can't tell then. You can also set it so that any cutscenes you've seen previously are automatically skipped.
Yeah, I remember, and I did not turn that option on until a long while. The thing that finally made me turn on skip previously seen cutscenes was doing relic roulettes and needing to just like grind out dungeons over and over and over again. And I was like, okay, I don't need to see. I do not need to see the intro to Tam-Tam. I've seen it enough times.
Oh shit! I forgot to move out of the way.
Looks like he made it because that was the knockback attack, I believe.
Oh, that's our healer.
Yeah.
That's our healer in that jail.
There we go.
I'm dead. Milena, I am dead.
Yep. She was just making sure the rest of us didn't die on the way.
Fair enough.
Whoop.
I'm Jim.
I'm throwing my non-existent shield at you.
Nice.
That got me over halfway, but I'm still not quite there yet.
We can do another roulette. Can we have to? So we know we can't do another roulette because you don't have any more.
No.
We can do a front
Wait,
line
it's a
roulette.
limited number per day?
Pardon?
You have a limited number of roulettes per day?
No, but you only get the big reward for doing the roulette once per roulette a day.
Oh, the big EXP reward. you
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah. We can do front line.
I can do that.
I think Titan's a good capstone for the stream.
One moment, I just want to check when that quest that we wanted you to do is done.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Yeah, you might need to get just a tiny bit further in the story, but not too much.
Which quest is it? Or have I not started it yet?
You've not started it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, quest involving.
I love my little black mage. I love my little black mage. It's my favorite of the pets that I've seen.
Okay, as soon as you've handed in this quest, we can pick it up.
Oh, cool. Let's do that then.
Aye aye. Yeah, the quest is the monster of Bronze Lake.
All right, Y'shtola. Have I satisfied your high standards? I am relieved to see you well. But come, let us discuss our next step. Though word will already have reached Maelstrom Command, protocol requires that a representative of our order inform the High Commander of the mission's success. The honor is rightfully yours, Lore. Once again, I must commend you on a job well done. We shall speak again soon. Alright, so where's this quest?
Just come straight north.
Oh, I see your marker on the map.
Rakusa Farusa here, with the monster of Bronze Lake.
As you know from your prior visits, we treat the wounded from the front with all our arts, and with the healing waters of the hot springs. We serve soldiers, but for some unaccountable reason, we have a goldsmith here at the present. He simply showed up, and we could hardly turn him away. And now he is asking for salamander oil, but we cannot spare any. I find the entire situation awkward in the extreme. Will you extract 4 vials worth of oil from the salamanders roaming nearby and give them to the goldsmith?
Oh yeah, I did do this.
Fair
quest.
enough.
Oh, I remember this one.
That's a funky Mount Malena.
That's the direwolf. It's from a Beast Tribe quest.
That away, okay. There's one.
That to get it gold. One more. Oh, the water sprite apparently was linked to this one.
Alright, back we go. I hope it wasn't that you wanted me to kill some salamanders to see my reaction.
No.
Oh, I know this guy. Well, I don't know this guy, but I've seen him and his reputation and his small clothes. Most kind. You are most kind to bring me the oil of salamander. Are you going to put it on yourself? Is that it? I had a need of a large horn and made the grievous error of visiting a great buffalo with a handsaw. He liked it not, and I sustained a most horrific scratch. It smarted so, and the ache! Oh, no, I was not thrown. I am not so green as that. No, when the beast shook its head, I stepped backwards, slipped, and fell. Then I fell again later, strolling back to the dog cart. No need to be shy. You are an adventurer, and I am a goldsmith. The body is simply an instrument in occasional need of oiling. Oil, madam, oil, I say. Come. My body awaits your ministrations.
I can't tell if you're laughing or crying.
I'm laughing. The relief! Again, I say. Oh my god, I have to keep doing this? Ah, I can feel soothing fingers working into every knot. That is your cue, madam. Soothing fingers now, please. Oh my god. That's sexual harassment. By the 12, that feels good. Now quickly, with the rubbing. No, I don't want to rub him. Ah, the healing tingle. Why? No, I don't want to massage him. By the 12, that feels good. Now quickly, with the rubbing. No, I don't want to do it again. Please finger Godbert. Pardon me. Your skill was so great that I was quite transported. Truly, no all-dawn attendant could have done better. Sublime! I shall now have a brief drowse, then soak in the springs until sundown. After that, a humble meal with white wine from my own stock, and perhaps peaches. Oh my god. That's how you're introduced to that guy?
This is completely optional. Like,
okay, I will ask. No, I won't ask, actually. I want to be surprised. No, I will ask. Is he a side quest specific character that I have to track down, or does he show up in the main plot?
he will show up in the main plot.
Okay. Does he have side quests that I can miss?
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
it's not missable, but
Yes, that's missable. I mean, all side content is missable.
Sorry, side quests that I can pass by.
Yeah.
I should have said.
yeah. I mean, there's this.
I'm asking because I want to not pass them by. If you guys could guide me to them whenever they become available, I would appreciate it. Because I want to see more of that bullshit.
Yeah, it's just this and the big one that you have. So, I know you have heard of.
I'm not going to lie, Minda. Your Fighter McWarrior minion looks like a Magby from the side at a distance.
Oh yeah, he does. That's why I was trying to pull a minion of Yolite that not the Black Mage specifically, so it was not the Black Mage, and I got like 3 Black Mages in a row.
Just need to.
It was on stream last time. I got like 6 white mages in a row. It was so
I
frustrating.
mean, with the red mage I've got here, we just need the white mage out, and we've got a full party.
Yeah.
Oh, I have seen a statue of Godbert before. We won't let you miss him, trust me. Good. I want to experience Godbert. God help me.
God help me.
Godbert help me? He is something to be experienced after
He
all.
very much is. Then there's a follow-up quest once you hand this one in, and that'll get you the reward item for it.
Oh, cool. Right, I've got to actually hand it in.
Well, I mean, your hands have just had a lot of practice.
Get down. Don't play with my mic.
Thank you for your service, adventurer. It seems he believes Bronze Lake to be some sort of a retreat for the rich. He paid a very handsome fee for his stay thus far, and profusely complimented us on our asceticism. Okay, so what do I do now?
Pick up the next quest that Rakusa Farusa has.
A Meteor Survivor Ring, huh?
It's the only ring of its model.
First one thing, then another. That goldsmith passed out from too much heat. We have warned him time and again this past week not to stay in so long. Honestly, I do not trust myself to tend to this fool, for I have a mind to strangle him. If a poke revives him not, throw a bucket of lake water on him. There was ice on it this morning. All right, Godbert.
Yeah, I'm a level.
So on your main character, Denny, have you done every side quest in the game?
No, I haven't. I'm slowly but surely working on it bit by bit, but I've still not even done all the Aroma Born ones because I've been rather lazy about it. I've done all the Thanalan ones.
Oh, that man is drowning. That man drowned 10 minutes ago.
Little thing like death won't stop Amanda though.
Oh, well, that thunderstorm is coming down. Dump the freezing lake water on Godbert. I'm gonna have to do this 3 times, aren't I? The sky weeps for Godbert. Hmm? Hey! Wrath of Rhalgr, what are you doing? That's me. I am the Wrath of Rhalgr. Oh, it's you. She of strong yet tender fingers. I was lost, I freely confess it. I came to this retreat an artisan whose craft had lost its savor, enriching myself by indulging customers' grossest tastes. I was ready to suffer privations, and I did. But today, several hours into the ordeal of the scalding water, my life flashed before my eyes. There I saw forms exquisite, filigree masks, steel cut to shine like diamonds, graceful galleries of electrum where emeralds took the air with pearly suitors. I must return to Ul'dah, to my workshop.
Having done this will actually have a minor effect on a later quest.
Nice.
Yeah, the game does a good job of having it so NPCs remember you when you encounter them again.
Yeah.
With optional content like this.
Our goldsmith has departed for home, I am glad to say. He left you this ring, a token of his appreciation, he says. The stone is taken from a fragment of Dalamud itself, created in abiding faith that out of the worst may come beauty. It sounded as though he lost something, or someone, in the calamity. The ring is the only thing I have made in the last 5 years, he said. and now I would like Lore to have it. Extraordinary. A very unexpected turn of events, I must say. I still think him utterly mad, but no doubt he is a more fascinating one. I don't suppose he'd have given me the ring, even if I'd... Well, no use fretting over a song already sung. Sanctorum, I've done almost every one. I can't access one of them until I get all the Shadowbringers mounts, and another till I get all but 4 of the pre-Endwalker Triple Triad cards. You have to get all the mounts to do a quest?
Each expansion has extreme fights, and extreme fights will drop a mount pertaining to that boss. Well, like there's horses each, like for a Realm Reborn, for example, there's horses in the style of the various primals that we've encountered. But once you get all of the mounts for an expansion, you can then get pick up a quest that will give you a capstone reward for them. So
what is a capstone reward?
A fancier mount.
Yeah, like for the horses you get a Kirin.
Oh, cool. Vitality 3, Determination 4, Intelligence 3. Okay. Okay. Alright. Update the gear set. I'm going to teleport to an inn. No, I'm going to teleport to Mist because I can retire to a room in our free company, right? And then do my glamoring there.
I don't think we have a glamour chest there yet.
Glamour dresses don't exist outside of in rooms.
Ah, gotcha. I'll go to Gridania then.
There is also a glamour dresser in the in your Grand Company headquarters, but War hasn't unlocked that yet.
Yeah, true. Apparently when the two people access the exact same glamour dresser at the same time, the servers die. Like the entire server just dies.
Huh.
So it's never been implemented.
So they've prevented that from happening by just not allowing it to be in a room with multiple people.
Yeah, basically.
I wonder what caused that.
No idea.
Yeah, this is a pretty cool chess piece. I have made 36,000 gil today.
Mm-hmm. Like 10,000 of that is just from the daily roulette, I think.
Alright, now to stable my chocobo. Alright, Pixel is stabled. I've got my jacket back. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. I'm going to go export this and upload it to YouTube.
Sounds good.
I think Titan is a good... Well, Titan was a good capstone, but Godbird is an even better capstone to the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
The
lord.
legend has been encountered.
What a character.
Yep. What a character indeed.
Alright, so next time we will, I guess, spend the whole thing doing side quests, or main story quests, side quests that aren't dungeons, until we get to a dungeon, which may not even happen next time from what you guys say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that
Yeah,
level
we
up.
will at least be able to do Darkhold, that optional dungeon.
Oh, true.
So that's something.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna do I'm gonna go probably do some frontline right now to get that level up.
Cool.
Yeah. And like I said, Darkhold has the best bondage gear. I call that. There you go.
Alright, well, that'll be the stream for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Minda, Danny, thanks for hanging out on call. Always a pleasure to have you.
Bye, everybody.
And I will
Right, ciao.
see you guys next